Bonta, this is a really big moment. This is sort of one of the tobacco industry moments for the social media industry. I mean, we've been working on this for 15 years, sometimes alone, and trying to explain to the public, parents, teachers, the average person, and young people themselves, that this is an incredible challenge to the social, emotional, and cognitive development of our children and to their mental health, as you just said. And today, this settlement that Rob Bonta and the other AGs led is a major victory. And I think it's almost a movement that we're seeing now about tech in our lives, social media in our lives, tech in schools, and the reality of our children growing up in a 24/7 digital environment. So major victory,
But
no question.
would you say that lawsuits now have proven to be more effective than lawmakers?
No, that's a good question, though, by the way, because we passed major legislation in California. As you know, we wrote the big California privacy law in 2017 over, by the way, Facebook's objection. They spent hundreds of millions of dollars in the last couple of years to try to block our legislation on everything from AI chatbots to social media delays. Gavin Newsom is about to face 2 or 3 really, really major signature decisions in September because the legislature is about to pass major new legislation that relates to social media and AI. So no, I think this is a seminal moment. That's what Attorney General Bonta just said.
It's a big conversation that certainly has lots of legs and changes to it. Let's talk about what the settlement does, though, in terms of how it does change the way that we interact with social media and specifically with Meta. So the teen accounts we blocked overnight, 2 hours per day limit across platforms, blocked during school hours. What do you think about these changes? How much of a difference will it make in really usage and what is accessible by our kids?
This is a very significant part of the settlement, definitely, Claudine. Look, and we spoke obviously with Rob and the other attorneys generals about this. These are platform changes. These are product changes, which we've been asking for years. And just think about the 2 hours a day per limit, for example. That's the default setting. Or the fact that you can no longer bother teens at night with their latest Instagram feed. Or the fact that we're now setting very clear limits and, by the way, a monitor to decide what kind of algorithms Facebook, Instagram, et cetera, can send to their customers.
I think that monitor is really interesting because, I mean, you heard from one of the parents